Hi, I'm Randy Salter with Toyota West in Statesville, North Carolina. Today I'm going to show you how to change the tire on a 2013 Toyota Corolla. The first thing you want to do is to make sure the car is in park and make sure the emergency brake is applied. We don't want the car rolling away when we get it off the jack. Second thing we want to do is to pop the trunk. Now that we're at the rear of the 2013 Corolla, we want to lift the Once in the trunk, your spare tire, jack, and all the tools to use it are located under the trunk cover. You lift the flap to gain access to the tools. First thing you want to do is to pull these tools right off the top and set them aside. The second thing you want to do is to use your hand to unscrew the jack in a counterclockwise motion to loosen it up and pull the jack out. The third thing is to counterclockwise unscrew the spare tire and lift the spare tire out. Now we're going to pretend that this tire is our flat tire on the side of the road. Here we've got our jack, we've got our spare tire, and we've got the tools that we need. This tool is your tire tool. This is what we're going to use to loosen the lug nuts and tighten the lug nuts. This tool we're going to use to jack the car up and down as we need it. The next step is to loosen the nuts at least one full turn, because when you jack the car up, before you loosen the nuts, the tire might turn. It'll make it even harder. The next thing we want to do is to jack the car up. For safety reasons, you need to make sure that you jack it up in the correct place. Where you want to put the jack is right here on the two notches on the frame. There's two notches for the rear and there's two notches for the front on this part of the frame. There's a slit in the jack, and that's just going to go right up on that piece of the frame. Now we want to take the jack handle with the loop at the end, slide it in the hole on the jack, and turn clockwise until the tire just lifts the ground. Now the tire's off the ground. I'm going to finish removing the wheel nuts. And in this process, you want to take the bottom nuts off first, so the tire doesn't fall this way as you're taking the nuts out. Okay, when you have all the lug nuts off, just slide the tire right off. Okay, you want to install the spare tire with this part of the hub sticking out as seen. Push the hub on there. You're going to put the lug nuts on, tapered in on the inside. Top first. Put them on hand tight. Then you're going to lower your jack. Lower your jack counterclockwise. And then you're going to tighten your lug nuts with your tire tool. Now that we're done with that step, everything's tight. You want to physically check to make sure the tire's got enough air pressure in it and it's ready to drive. Now we need to put the tools back in the way that we found them. The first thing we want to do is put the tire back in the compartment. Now the tire and the jack will fit back in here, but your tools of course won't. We'll have to put them on top. Now we're going to put the jack back in its place. Like I mentioned before, the other tools will not fit in there with full-size tires, so we're going to put the tools right here in the trunk. Now that we've put our tools back, we're going to close the trunk. We've completed changing the tire on the 2013 Toyota Corolla. You need to proceed to the closest tire store or our great service department here at Toyota West, just 20 minutes from anywhere.